gentlemen, welcome. This is Free Your Mind Friday Live. I'm your host, Mr. Outley. Tonight, it is the ladies' first edition. What you go see tonight, there's going to be so much melanin on this screen. I'm having a nervous breakdown right now, but y'all can't even see it. So, if you are just tuning in, we are on Global Vision TV on every social media platform. We do this every third Friday of the month. Again, this is Free Your Mind Friday Live, the ladies' first edition. I'm your host, Mr. Outley. Interviews will be done by my partner, Tina B. Of course, you already know In the Streets with Tina B and Mr. Outley every Tuesday on Global Vision TV from 6 to 8. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with our first poet. Free Your Mind Friday Live, y'all, Global Vision TV. Poet I'm bringing to the stage is a poet who has like 11 shows that she hosts. She is one of the curators of an event that's going on tomorrow called Day of the Poet. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady V, the poet.
Poetry snaps. Now, Mr. Outley, you want me to just go into the poem?
Yes.
Okay. Well, because this is the ladies' first edition, this poem is titled Lady V Defined. All and every aspect of a lady is embedded deep within me. My eyes have so much chemistry, it's a risk to even look at me. Girls don't speak, and guys trip over feet just to smell the perfume oils of my skin. They want to be led into this world of mystery, but they have no idea what words to say, what price to pay to be given a sexy laugh or smile, knowing all the while I've heard it all before. The floor becomes my runway as people snap pictures with their eyes. You might despise my outfit, but you better believe you ain't gonna forget it. All the men that want to hit it, they're held back by reverence and respect. This lady stands confident in the room she pretends is hers. The curves in my dress can be seen through light silky fabric. I'm used to the staring habit, so I'll pose a bit for your enjoyment. I am poetry personified, articulate, never tongue-tied. Just take a moment and relax while I mentally massage your mind. This is not your ordinary, everyday oratory. You're lecturing and questioning my ability to be extraordinary. My poet story, take a listen. Pay attention while I mention a true lady's description, and ultimately you'll be glistening with the absoluteness of the truth. My words are rehabilitated, not to be affiliated with poet junkies taking 12 steps to finally let go and flow right. I'm more of a mellow type, a calm, collected archetype, a treasured artifact you just know is tight and search no longer for further interpretation. My explanation to this nation is a poetry legacy sensation, an arrested thought's emancipation when you let yourself go free. This is me and I'm real cool with it. This train of thought I'm on is school for it. Roll me up, lean back, and take a hit. Or puff and pass me by for someone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Lady V the poet. We'll be right back with Free Your Mind Friday Live, ladies' first edition. Global Vision TV, y'all. slave. I got two of the big girl, you're a little shitty girl, and I'm digging you like a grave. Now do they call you daughter to the spinning pulsar, or maybe queen of 2,000 moons, sister to the distant, yet rising star? Is your name Yimmy, y'all? Oh, hell no, it's gotta be your show. Ooh, is that a smile you put on your face, child? Wide as a field of jasmine and clover. Talk that talk, honey. Walk that walk, money. Home leg.
Your Mind Friday live, and I am Tina B, and I am here with the beautiful Lady V.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm
Talking
doing-
that mic for me.
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
I'm great. Great poem.
Thank you, thank you.
What was the name of it again?
It's called Lady V Defined.
Oh, cute. So how long you been doing this?
I've been doing this since 2005 in Atlanta, so about 12, 13 years now. Spoken word and hosting events, author, poet, just trying to get my creativity out to the masses.
Right. You say Atlanta, so where you from?
I'm from Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is the city life for you.
Yeah, I mean, I still give love to Augusta. We do Arts in the Heart of Augusta every year, so we kind of bring the love back and forth up and down I-20.
Got you. Now I understand you're at an event tomorrow called Day of the Poet.
Yes, it's going to be a poetry celebration. It's our first annual Day of the Poet celebration.
Nice.
And we have events from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., so all day long. We're going to be showcasing youth poetry. We're going to be showcasing, all the different kinds of poetry. There's, erotic poetry. There's college poetry.
Cool.
There's, all different types. And then at the end, we'll have like a grand finale of people that combine music and, instruments and stuff with their poetry. So it's, spoken word poetry and then music. And in the beginning, we have, the youth poets and a poetry workshop and a poetry performance workshop as well.
So it's just a poetic day.
I mean, National Poetry Month. You got to do it.
Absolutely. A lot of people didn't know that, so that was good that you brought that up. So tell everybody where they can find you and what's, next after the Day of the Poet.
Well, definitely, you can go to Instagram. It's at Lady V Productions or at Lady V the Poet. And definitely go to dayofthepoet.com because I believe today is the last day for early bird tickets. You got to get your tickets. Oh, my gosh. But, yes, dayofthepoet.com. And you can see all the, people that are going to be performing tomorrow. It's going to be a really great time.
All right, well, there you have it. Thank you again, Miss Lady V. I'm Tina B, and this is Free Your Mind Friday Live, and we're going to get back to some more poets. Stick around.
I can remember that day vividly. The sweltering heat in Georgia, early June. I think it was a little after 12 on a Saturday afternoon. I was coming out of Cumberland Mall, sipping on a smoothie, just minding my business. Then suddenly across the parking lot I see this woman, fine as all outdoors. God is my witness. You see, in my 20s, my approach was relentless. I'm a little more seasoned now in my 40s, so I practice much resistance. And although I'm only seeing her from a distance, and my libido has insisted, it was at that moment I realized that I had to have it. Like a bull seeing red, I was prepared to attack him. So at this point, I pick up my pace. I guess you can say this is a part of the chase, but I mustn't close in too fast because I don't want to violate her space. She must have felt me approaching because she turned around and said with a frown, "What the hell do you want?" While we're in the midst of a growing crowd. Now me embarrassed, remaining calm. "Excuse me, sweetheart. There is no need to be alarmed. I am not here to cause you any harm. All I wanted was an introduction. My deepest apologies for the interruption." She smiled, gave me the once over, and simply responded, "It's okay, baby. It's just that today some of these men have forgotten how to approach a lady." Smooth, caramel complected skin, 5'9". Could have been closer. Gentlemen, we are back. This is Free Your Mind Friday Live on Global Vision TV. If you just tuning in, you missed Lady V the Poet. The next woman I am about to bring to the stage is also one of the curators of the Day of the Poet, which is going on tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Danelle Porche.
Hello. All right. From the slits as you bleed from your wrists, where have you died? To those things that happen between your legs, you never offered permission. Violation creeps in, you convinced you caused it, guilty your conscience. Where have you died? It's that one whisper hounding you, almost convincing you it has worn you down, nearly getting you. Sharing this is the only option. Where have you died? It's the constant approval you seek from those who taught you. You were unaware, for they couldn't teach you any different. Where have you died, my doves? Where? It's that one behavior you continue to recycle. It keeps hidden away such a deplorable secret. Shh. Where have you died? The sweet refreshments of life's pleasures, still never filling the void, growing beyond each day's daily diameter. Where have you died, my dove? Where? It's the constant disappointment, having you to think never to trust again your adventurous spirit. Your soul screams, where have you died? Once again, the love you sought, never acknowledging the vastness of you, just how much you are precious. Oh, where have you died? Unhealed. Your kids, your soul, and even your own environment experiences your chill. You have chosen not to feel battered, bruised, and calloused. Where have you died? So as you sit alone, or perhaps amongst the many, lonely steps in, offering all its opportunities. Where have you died? 'Cause died you have. Where?
Ladies and gentlemen, Danelle Porche. We'll be right back with more For Your Mind Friday live on Global Vision TV. Stay tuned. All hips, full hips. She had a little bit of this. Y'all call it rolls. I call it leverage. Ooh, I love that shit. But never mind on that though. For my taste, the package was definitely complete. I would have been so disappointed in myself if I had not at least come over here and speak. But at that moment, on her finger, I noticed she had a ring. But keep in mind, I only came here for introduction, so I really didn't mean a thing. So her name was Savannah, and she's originally from Atlanta. Her husband's in the military, and they recently moved back here from Alabama. She tells me the stories about the abuse, the broken bones, and even though she can sit right next to him, she feels so alone, controlling. He wants her at home, but yet it's in the streets is where he roams. Now it's obvious.
We are back with Free Your Mind Friday. I am Tina B, and I am here with Danelle Porche.
Hello, guys.
I like that name, girl.
Hello, yes, thank you.
You
That's
know
my
what?
middle name. That's
Is
actually
it?
my middle name.
Where you
It's
from?
not a stage name. Originally from Ohio, Cincinnati,
Oh.
that nasty natty. Hello. Yes.
So how long you been doing this poet?
Oh my gosh. Committed to
You know?
Okay, let's see. It'd be 2010 because I was wrestling. I didn't want to. I just
do
wanted
it?
to be a nurse.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. I was trying to be a nurse and I kept on getting the tap. So I said, let me just let it go and just go forward.
Just go for it. Well, you
Mhm.
did that.
Hey.
What was
thank
the
you.
name of the poem again?
Where have you died? That one?
Where have you died? The one
Yes.
you just
Where have you died?
Okay.
Where have you
Have you
died?
died?
There's things that people take place in their lives and they don't question. where they may have had trauma, PTSD, what have you. Again, go back and reflect, figure it out, find out, so you can heal forward.
Absolutely. It's deeper than what's on the surface.
That's
right?
it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So tell everybody what you got coming up. I mean, I know you're doing this tonight, but
look at the pen.
Day of the Poet.
Lady V also shared
She
about
doing
it,
a thing
but
tomorrow.
yes, Day of the Poet. So it's a celebration. Come out to support the wordsmiths, the wordplay, and it's community building. So be
Nice.
a part. And it's in its first annual,
Yeah.
and it's all about just celebration. So come out.
That's
Yes.
good when you're in the break of it.
Okay.
Okay.
It is some work. Look, y'all need to come on out. No.
And
yes.
where is it?
It's in the East Atlanta Village area off
Oh,
of
okay.
Moreland.
Gotcha.
So we're hitting up the library, the East Atlanta Library, as far as Union EAV, as well as I Lounge. So
Nice.
3
Oh, so
locations.
you're just moving around in that area.
We do that.
That's club hopping. That's what we do. What we do.
Club.
All
Okay.
right. So tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me at Danelle Porche, DenellPorche. Danelle Porche, everything.
Everything.
All
All right. Well, that's what's up.
right.
Thank you. We'll be right back with more Poets. It's Free Your Mind Friday Live. I'm Tina B. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. If you are just tuning in, this is Free Your Mind Friday live on Global Vision TV. I'm your host, Mr. Owley, and I told y'all will get all this black girl magic tonight. You hear me? For real. Listen. The next young lady I'm going to bring to the stage is a poet that we've been Facebook friends forever, and I finally got a chance to meet her in person. I love her story. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Candace St. John.
Good evening. My name is Candace St. John, and I am C. Saint. I'm going to do a piece for you off of my album called the Mixed Messages Mixtape. And it's really, self-explanatory. It's mixed messages. It's just telling you to be aware of the messages that you allow into your home, the messages that we speak to each other, the messages that we speak to our children. So I'm just going to go right into it. When Uncle says, "Girl, you getting kind of thick, ain't you?" Or Mom says, "You sure are filling out nice." Is she supposed to pretend that doesn't make her uncomfortable? Is that supposed to be taken as a compliment? Little black girls don't get to have wide hips and thick thighs for long before someone points them out. Before a man decides to lay with her far before she's ready. Rip her childhood from her stubby little fingers. Boy, she held on as long as she could. Feared the day those buds began to sprout from her little chest. She was always told that her body is a temple, but was condemned when she allowed every man to lay at her altar. Mortified when she looked within and found her secret treasures missing. Now, a shell of a body, beautiful to look at, but lacking much substance. What happened to her? She never had the chance to enjoy being a little girl, frolicking on the playground and playing with her dolls. She never had the chance for beauty. She just wasn't beautiful. Her skin inundated with melanin. She was told, "I guess you're kind of cute. That curly hair sure does make up for you being black as tar. Good thing it isn't nappy, because God forbid one be dark-skinned with thick hair. My God, how ugly you would be, little black girl. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep that going. Candace St. John. If you are just tuning in, this is Free Your Mind Friday Live, y'all. We'll be right back in a second with more Global Vision TV.
What's up, you guys? And we are back, Free Your Mind Friday Live. I'm Tina B, and I'm here with Candace. Just slam that poem on us right now. How are you doing tonight?
I am well this evening. I'm so happy to be here.
Good. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Really?
Brooklyn in the house.
Okay. That's why we doing it up top. Ain't that what they call that? You know, I'm from here.
All day,
so,
all day. It's okay, you know.
ATL.
I've been here a minute.
Oh, you have?
But I'm Brooklyn always.
No,
all
you're officially here now. You ready?
All day, every day, Brooklyn.
So how long you been doing this poetry thing?
I've been writing poetry since middle school. I've been performing in the, around town for past few years. I published my book in 2017. I believe it was.
What's the name of your book?
The name of my book is called My Book of Tears. This is it right here.
Okay.
It's available on Amazon, and it's an ebook. It's available on multiple streams as well.
Nice. So you
Those who
doing
don't like to
beyond
hold
the stage. You got the books.
Yes, I have an album I released earlier this year. It's called the Mixed Messages Mixtape. It is available on all streaming platforms: Tidal, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iMusic, all that.
It's poetry or singing?
It's poetry.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought
this
you was
time.
finna sing. You know, I'm finna say
This
hit
time,
something
you
for
never
me.
know.
I mean,
You never know what's
okay.
going to happen with C Saint.
That's okay. That's how you do it. You keep
Yay.
that thing moving. So, what you got going up after this? What you got coming up next?
I'm just trying to create. I'm just trying to spread positive messages. I'm trying to empower our people. I'm just tired of hearing sad stories. So I feel like we just need to be more aware of what's going on in our community in order to advance forward.
I love it. So tell everybody your social media handles.
I am C Saint. Put a period in between each word. I.am.C Saint on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. Well, there you have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more poets on Free Your Mind Friday Live. I'm Tina B. Stay tuned.
Can I be your slave? I got two of the big girl, you're the city girl, and I'm digging you like a grave. Now do they call you daughter to the spinning pulse song, or maybe queen of 2,000 moons, sister to the distant, yet rising star? Is your name Yimmy, y'all? Oh, hell no, it's gotta be your show. Ooh, is that a smile you put on your face, child? Wide as a field of jasmine and clover. Talk that talk, honey. Walk that walk, money. Hound legs that are spanked over. Who am I? That's not important. But they call me brother to the night. Right now, I am the blues in your left eye. Trying to become the funk in your right. Who am I? I'll be whoever you say. But right now, I'm a sight rape hunter, blindly pursuing you as my prey. And I just want to give you injections of sublime erections and get you to dance to my rhythm. Dream archetypes of black angels in flight upon wings of distorted, contorted, metaphoric chism. Shit. Come on, Slim. Fuck your man, I ain't worried about him. It's you who I want to step to my scene. Cause rather than deal with the fallacy of this dry ass reality. I'd rather dance and romance your sweet ass in a wet dream. Shit. Who am I? Well, they all call me brother to the night. And right now, I am the blues in your left eye. And I am trying to become the funk in your right. Is that all right?
That's all right. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. If you are just tuning in, this is Free Your Mind Friday Live, the ladies' first edition. This, you know what? I was trying to figure out the right introduction for this next poet that's coming to the stage. I really just like saying her name because when I first found out who she was, I kept saying it wrong. So I'm going to just say her name. Ladies and gentlemen, Mother, the Creator.
This piece is off of my EP, Word to Mother. Not going to be long with an introduction. It's more or less just my discovery on this road to my light, you know. I am what America made. I say hood to the soldiers in the back that still ain't getting paid for this PTSD that they gifted to we. You know, they ain't tell us that was a part of the all you can be. They didn't tell us the American dream comes with some depression and a need to feed an obsession that turns into greed. They ain't tell us it'll come at the price of our seeds. 14 hours away a day on your feet and you still ain't got enough to make these ends meet. You know, they probably didn't tell you your house wasn't gonna be worth shit, 'cause you bought it on that street where the red line speaks louder than the blood that seeps from underneath the sheet of that example they made of that brown boy's body. You probably thinking your aggression is just coming from your stressing. Lessen your trust in this system. Question the role of who's pushing this poison. You see, medicine is in our water. And child support owns our fathers. And our daughters is the closest thing that we got to help. So early on, she is trained to lighten the strain of the weight of the pressure on mommy's chest. And it ain't 'cause daddy left, because mentally he's always been gone. And she's always been strong. But ain't no black superwoman over here, hell no. Just a woman running from the fear of breaking. Not like Turbo and Ozone, but more like Kanye once Donda was gone. Or like how welfare did our homes. Broken like that. Ransacked. Broken like backs. Broken like crack. Broken like lack. Broken like black and blue ribs to remind her from where she came. Although I ain't never seen no man endure the pain of birthing a woman. Especially not in no relationship. See, most men can't even handle a little lip from a mouthy woman, let alone a period of postpartum. Pardon my diction, my intuition has me tripping and rejecting this crooked ass system and the mindsets that go with it. See, toxic masculinity has a direct link to white supremacy, with black toxic femininity propping up that bullshit. So forgive me, propaganda got me full shit. I'm trying to hold down at this point everything I've been force-fed my whole life, learning how to be a whole wife, and all I've ever been trained to do is be a victim. And the truth I spit it, but if it don't convict them, what good does it do? What hoods have you grew? Oh, the things we never knew, like who in this world is you? No, really, fam, like who in this world is you? You know, I told a brother I was God. He looked at me crazy like I was odd. Say, girl, you got some nerve thinking you can talk like that. He say, don't you know that we's black? I say, nigga, don't you know we under attack? So you still thinking it's something that we lack, huh, Henrietta? The devil's foot been on our back, Perhaps because all along they knew the power of our songs. And they knew the power of these psalms. And they knew the power of these poems. My niggas, we built this place. Then we're told we can't participate. They took a head start, then they let us in the race. Still trying to convince us that we the inferior race. When the truth is, it's only a human race. And we got all the hue. Now trace our lineage in this country. You see, we didn't all get off slave ships. As Moana discovered, we were explorers, cultivating an entire civilization just like we did in Egypt. Free trip down memory lane. Keep looking at me like I'm insane. See, that bull we've been believing is what's really strange. We wasting time putting blame on each other instead of utilizing our lane, but you see, that was a part of the game. Slavery was about making us inhumane so they could justify mistreatment. And I testify all the reasons. But see, I need protection in this season. When a queen speaks pain, she just be needing a king that can step up and add a little seasoning to the truth she be sprinkling. So the enemy don't be thinking she ain't got nobody behind her that's ready for war. War.
Hey, listen. Wait a minute. Wait. Y'all thought I was playing when I told y'all gonna get all this black girl magic tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mother, the Creator. If you just tuning in, this is Free Your Mind Friday Live, ladies, first edition. We'll be right back. Global Vision TV.
What's up, you guys? It's Tina B, and we are live for Your Mind Friday Live. I'm going to get you right here.
I like it.
Let's get this thing.
Yes, ma'am.
So, tell everybody your name once again.
So I go by Mother, the Creator. Mother, the Creator, M-U-V-A. Mother, not like Amber Rose, but more like Essence, Legend, Justice, and the Silence Mama.
Yes.
All day, every day. I had to pick a name that I couldn't run from because I was running from my gifts for so long, and I figured I can't run from being a mama. You know, some people do it. I just can't. I can't run from being a mom, and I can't run from God.
I was just going to ask you, what does that name mean? So you just broke it down to us. So there you have it. Now, I saw you once again at another spot, Savoy down south.
Yes.
And you're awesome then.
Thank you.
And amazing to see you again, once again. So what you have next? Are you doing Day of the Poet?
I am doing Day of the Poet.
Okay,
I'll be performing at Day of the Poet, and then after that, it will be the Tamika Fest. I'll be hosting an event there for the Tamika Fest, and then after that, I'll be in Florida for a private event at my brother in Rhyme's birthday party. Right on.
Nice. That's what's up. Do your thing. Travel with this thing.
Right on.
So tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on social media everywhere as Mother the Creator, M-U-V-A, the like good English, Creator like God. I also recently stepped out on a business venture endeavor with Pretty Pipes. Pretty Pipes is my new concierge hookah service. So if you ever need a hookah for whatever, a party, a restaurant, a business, anything, I provide hookah girls and hookahs.
Oh, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
Right on.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of Free Your Mind Friday Live. We're going to come back with some more poets, so y'all stick around. I'm Tina B. We'll be right back. Thank you. You go that way. And we got more. We're going to bring Mr. Harold back up, Mr. Outley back up and do his thing, and we're going to bring on the next poet.
Shout out to my partner, Tina B. Again, if you are just tuning in, this Free Your Mind Friday Live, the ladies' first edition. Before I go any further, I got to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, Buddy Jacob Customs. As you can see, that makes all of my T-shirts for me. Shout out to Buddy Jacob Customs and Clinton Customs as well. So, I told y'all all night, y'all get all this melanin magic. We have seen it personified all night. So the final poet that I'm bringing to the stage is none other than Grande Beauty.
Good evening. I never knew a kick to my ribs could be so sweet. The passionate blows that would knock me off my feet. It was my lover's touch. He loved me so much, though I couldn't tell by his touch. At times I questioned if he wanted me dead. But somehow beatings led to the bed and ecstasy healed wounds. And I assumed I heard him moan apologies in my ear. And his stroke was sincere, as he wiped a tear from my battered face, as if he erased years of tragedy. This was his strategy to keep me down. And strangely, I found comfort in his grasp. My self-esteem collapsed, and he dragged it underneath his spell. This is not earth. This is my living hell. And no one can save me. I pray to God, and obviously he doesn't hear me. Because I keep waking up next to Satan, his most beautiful angel, walking about devouring me, destroying my womb with vicious kicks, breaking me down till I submit. Melanin can no longer hide bruises, swollen lips if I refuse his demands. On command, I bow to him. I fear him. I love him. Matt can no longer conceal black eyes, and I cannot disguise this pain anymore. But what do? How do I once again soar? My wings are broken, and I was staying hoping he'd change, and love would no longer hurt. I unintentionally desert common sense. But this is not supposed to be my story. Somehow I knew God had a plan for me. Even though the enemy made things confusing, I knew my Father had my hand. And this man only had the power that I gave him. I took back the control that I gave him, rebuilding my life and strength, going to lengths, finding a God in me. Healing is a blessing. Afraid to lose a man who thought he was greater than God, tearing me apart. And it got dark, I heard the thunder, but I didn't see rain. I heard the trigger pull gun went off, but I felt no pain. Because every weapon formed against me failed and gave me this testimony to tell. Thank you. Thank you. I am Grande Beauty. Yeah, like the what is it at Starbucks? The Grande. Yes, that's me. That's me. Yes.
So how long you been doing it for?
Well, I've been writing since I was 8, but been on stages since 2011. Yes.
You love it?
I love it. Yes, yes, I do.
So you doing Day of the Poet tomorrow?
No, I'm not doing Day of the Poet tomorrow.
So what you got next?
Well, next I will be in Albany on the 27th at the Push Her Empowerment for Women at Creative Designs. So that's a venue down there. And I also do my own show every first Wednesdays of the month. So it will be a women thing also. It will be Women with Words. So
When is that? Where?
that is in Columbus at a place called Circa. So that is my event that I do. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Okay.
So that's what I am doing.
Nice.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank
Give
you.
everybody your social media.
Okay, if you hashtag Grande Beauty, GrandeBeauty, you'll find me everywhere because I hashtag it everywhere. So I make it easy. So y'all just hashtag it and you'll find me.
That's what's up. All right, you guys, we're going to have a little bit more with Mr. Outley on Free Your Mind Friday Live. I'm Tina B. We'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Great job.
You know what?
Great show.
It's been a great show.
It has.
It has been. You know, it was ladies' first edition. It's ladies' first edition, but you know, I mean, you know, I think it's only right if, first of all, thank all of the poets that came through tonight. Round of applause for all of them. They were all awesome. I had a vision in my head of how I wanted it to be and how I thought it was going to be, and it truly exceeded every expectation that I had. So, Danelle Porche, Mother the Creator, Candace St. Lady V the Poet, Grande Beauty, I thank all of you ladies. And it looks like we are at the end of the show, so I might have to go ahead and put a little masculinity in this thing, if y'all don't mind. A little bit, just a little bit. I was going to try to be sexy, but I ain't going to be sexy. My environment consists of hopelessness. Crack houses, abandoned buildings, prostitutes and drug dealers desperately trying to entice young children to follow their pathway to danger and destruction. Overhead hovers the darkest of black clouds without interruption. Gunshots and police sirens simultaneously ring out during wee hours, while on the corner you will find a young mother decorating her son's memorial with flowers. Now, feeling nostalgic, I drive through my old neighborhood and I see a former classmate sitting on the stoop. Not recognizing me, he asks for change, and I oblige, and it was painful. That is the absolute truth. The place that I'm describing is a city where its energy still permeates through my veins. My obsession with colors, my style of dress, and the street sense was obtained. Despite all the negative stories and connotations, I refuse to ever be ashamed to say that I was born and bred in the city of Detroit, affectionately known as the D. What up, though? West Side, Dexter Davidson Central High School, class of '93. Often misconstrued with images seen from the movie 8 Mile, because I can assure you, we were not standing in the parking lot, beatboxing and kicking freestyles. Whether street pharmaceuticals or working on an assembly line, our only objective was to stay alive and watch the money pile. World renowned as the automotive capital, and we must forget the Motown sound. But see, as a tourist, this is what the politicians would prefer that you see, but allow me to pull back that curtain and give you a glimpse into my reality that is also the former stomping grounds of the Chamber Brothers, Kwame Kilpatrick, Big Meech, and Southwest T. Inspiration to the screenplay of that classic movie that we all have seen, New Jack City. Little to no sympathy sown for the weak, and unlike in the South, if you walk down my street and see somebody you don't know, you'll be lucky to get a head nod, yet alone somebody that'll speak. Vacant lots of worn out couches where our children play. Single parent homes led by women increase ridiculously each passing day, and it's the same place that my own people can see me stranded on the highway and just turn the other way. Prisons are overcrowded. Local officials are being highly touted as respectable citizens, further manipulating what I consider to be a corrupt system. Now, unemployment may have dropped, but welfare recipients are on the rise because at one point, mandatory drug testing affected so many lives. Taxpayers' money constantly being used to fund jails. Ridiculous amounts are being set for bail for a non-violent, first-time felony offender. So without an education or any options, to the streets is where he dwells, on a collision course, either to a 6x9 cell or to that casket. Our schools aren't safe. Teenage girls are being raped, resulting to marijuana as a route for escape, because at home, her parents showed her nothing but neglect. Therefore, within herself, there isn't a trace of self-love or self-respect. Seeking out attention, she finds it, becoming pregnant at the tender age of 16, a heroin addict for the next 20 years. And I can tell y'all today, thanks to God, she's still alive, but now she's clean. I wish all of the above that I shared to y'all itself was a dream. And as I wonder, driving through my hood through those same black clouds, starts to boom thunder, followed by the rain. Through my words, I hope you can visualize my pain, because if there's ever a possible solution, I'll just wait for one of you to explain my environment. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, Tina B, the people in the back, this has been Free Your Mind Friday Live, the ladies' first edition. We do this every third Friday of the month on Global Vision TV. I have had a great time, so until the next time,